Friday night growing up, my parents took me to McDonald's to get an Oreo McFlurry. These cookies taste exactly like that. They have white and regular chocolate chips plus Oreos, and they come out super gooey, creamy, soft, and delicious.
Did you guys know you can get fresh baked cookies at Red's inside of Square One? We always walk by the bakery window and we were just curious to try some today. And they were actually so good, you guys. You need to try. Enjoy. Best cookies ever.
If you haven't tried Smokies, you need to. They're part s'mores and part chocolate chip cookies and totally yummy. Add graham crackers to a lined baking sheet topped with chocolate and marshmallow. Now you're going to add cookie dough right on top. Form into round balls and flatten with your hands before topping the marshmallows. Now you're ready to bake. These look pretty amazing already, right? Bake at 375 for about 10 to 15 minutes. That's it. Share with a friend and follow for more.
Easiest, most delicious M&M holiday cookies. Let's go. Start by creaming the butter and the 2 sugars together. Add the egg, pure vanilla extract, give it a mix, and slowly add in the dry ingredients until a tacky dough. Fold or mix in the M&Ms and onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Scoop out your cookies. Bake at 350 for 10 to 15 minutes or until golden. Enjoy and follow for more.
I'd seen these blueberry cookies go viral and wanted to try them with gluten-free flour. You guys, they're insane. They taste like a piece of blueberry pie on a warm summer day. Mix the wet ingredients, thaw the blueberries, add in the dry ingredients, white chocolate chips, stir, scoop, bake. I was skeptical, but honestly, I was blown away by these.
These flourless pumpkin chocolate chip cookies are ready in less than 30 minutes and all you need is 1 bowl. Start by mixing together pumpkin puree, maple syrup, 1 egg, and vanilla extract. Whisk until smooth and add in oats, baking powder, salt, cinnamon, and pumpkin pie spice. Finish it off with lots of chocolate chips and bake for about 12 minutes. These are so easy to make and perfect if you're looking for a more balanced sweet treat to get you through a busy week.
I don't know about you, but 9 times out of 10, I would choose a classic chocolate chip cookie over an oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. But that 10% is reserved for these specific cookies. I mean, this recipe turned a few oatmeal cookie skeptics into lovers. Of oatmeal cookies, that is. So I feel like in a way that speaks volumes, but in case it doesn't, these cookies are soft and chewy in the middle with crisp edges, filled with chocolate chips, and topped off with flaky sea salt.
I was running far away, would I run off the wall someday? Nobody knows, nobody even knows. I was dancing in the rain, I felt alive and I can't complain. But no, take me home where I belong. I can't take it anymore.
Okay, so I got this question on a recent video where I show this hack on how to make your cookies round, and I'm going to try to say all the flavors. So these are my marble chocolate chip cookies, these are my triple chip cookies, any cookies that you see in this video that have M&Ms are my brown butter M&M chocolate chip cookies, these are my hot cocoa cookies, made these for Christmas, so good. These are my peanut butter blossoms, my gingerbread maple cookies, again the M&M ones, Lucky Charms,
This healthy breakfast cookie is what I eat sometimes when I'm on the run in the mornings. 2 bananas, half a cup of nut butter, I use peanut butter, 2 tablespoons maple syrup, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 3 cups oats, and half a cup of 70% chopped chocolate or chocolate chips. You can also add some pecans. Scoop a generous portion and flatten with a fork as they will not spread. Bake until crispy around the edges. Enjoy!
If you're a person who chooses cake cones over waffle cones, I have one question for you. Who hurt you? No, but in all seriousness, I just don't know that I really understand the hype around cake cones. And maybe I just grew up as a waffle cone lover, but the absolute best thing to me about an ice cream cone is when you get to the very bottom of the cone and all the ice cream has melted into the bottom, and you just take that last bite and it is so good. And to be honest, my love for that runs so deep that I put it into a cookie. And with some ice cream on top,
Let's make these potato chip cookies. Now we cream.
I'm constantly looking for the perfect cookie to dip in coffee or tea because it's just how I like to start my mornings. Recently, I saw a recipe for pistachio orange chocolate shortbread, which sounded amazing. And then I saw another recipe for cookie sticks, which seemed perfect for dipping. So I decided to try to combine them because I'm not the kind of baker who believes you always have to follow every rule every time. Sometimes you can be creative and experiment, and it works out.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10. It's glistening once again with candy canes and silver lanes that glow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys and
Guarda, sai dove Oliver?
Assomiglia a me.
It's been a long, long time since I've memorized your face.
On top of my usual recipe sharing, I do take on fun baking projects such as this, where I make chocolate coffee cake stickers. Although these recipes tend to be less applicable to most people, I still really enjoy learning and to try out new things apart from the usual cakes and bread. In this case, it was a cake presented in the shape of a popsicle, and I thought it was pretty cute, the whole concept of this cake sticker. And I also love sharing my experience in baking. I also hope that by sharing my experience, it gives you new ideas for your bakes, such as for your bake sales or baking for your loved ones, or for you to feel hungry at night. And this is exactly why.
So are we still calling these slutty brownies? You know what I'm talking about, right? Where there's a cookie dough on the bottom, an Oreo in the middle, and a brownie on top. And it all bakes together and it's so good. Because I'm working on a recipe and it's inspired by the slutty brownie. And if you go online and look for the recipe, you're gonna find that it's called slutty brownies, but I just don't know if there's a better name for them. And especially because kids are gonna be eating them, like, here kids, have a slutty brownie. Just doesn't sit right, but I don't know. So help a girl out.
If you're looking for a new chocolate chip recipe, we got you. If you already have one, let us convince you to maybe try this one. They're extra soft because, well, we add Jello vanilla pudding. Other than that, it's just your standard flour, eggs, sugar, brown sugar, vanilla, some salt, salted butter. Mix it all together with the dry ingredients separate. Add in some chocolate chips. I like semi-mixed with milk chocolate. And then we're going to drop them onto a baking sheet. I like them to be pretty imperfect. Top them with some flaky salt and bake at 375 for 9 to 11 minutes. Enjoy!
Влизам в коледно настроение след от тези коледни бисквити с линцерово тесто. Ето как да си ги приготвите и вие. В купа се пресяват брашно, бак пулвер, пудра захар и сол. Към тях се добавят няколко купчета масло и 2 жълтъка. Есенция, ванилия и лимон. С ръце разбърквате продуктите и замесвате тесто. Оставяте го в хладилника за 20 минути, след това се разточва между 2 листа хартия за печене. С помощта на формички изрязвате бисквити и ги печете във фурната на 180 градуса за около 10 минути. Да ви е сладко!
Kau datang tak kala sinar senjaku telah redup dan pamit ketika purnamaku penuh seutuhnya. Kau yang singgah tapi tak sungguh, kau yang singgah tapi tak sungguh. Ku kira kau rumah, nyatanya kau cuma aku sewa. Aku ingin menjadi mimpi indah dalam tidurmu. Aku ingin menjadi sesuatu yang mungkin bisa kau rindu. Karena langkah merapuh tanpa dirimu. Karena hati telah letih.
This is my go-to chocolate chip cookie recipe. It's a no-chill dough and the chocolate to cookie ratio is, in my opinion, spot on. My favorite part about these is that golden crispy edge. You're gonna start by beating some softened butter, then add in demerara and brown sugar and beat it until it's light and fluffy. Add in a whisked egg and vanilla and mix until it's incorporated. On low, beat in some flour, baking powder and sea salt, then fold through some semi-sweet chocolate chips. Roll the mixture into large balls and place them on a baking tray. Bake for 8 to 10 minutes, then immediately press more chocolate chips onto the top of your cookies. Sprinkle them with more sea salt and leave them to cool completely. They are way better that way, just trust me. Happy baking, guys!